Alright, so this time I'll just be doing stuff around town, no mission. If you want to skip to the next mission, feel free. Um, Actually, I decided that I'm not gonna do. I kind of wanted to talk to all the vendors, but and like get their full story, but I'm not gonna do that in this playthrough. I can save that for another playthrough. Um, so yeah, I already collected my money from the last mission, so I just need to pick up a new mission. There's some urgent task. Honestly, because it's labeled urgent, I should have checked this sooner. Urgent and high paying run. Steel arm Lou. Red pole. Aries. So I always like missions like this because I like fighting. And I'm pretty sure if we go steal something from Aries, we're going to end up fighting at some point. It's going to be difficult. I haven't decided to turn up my difficulty yet because the last fight against Ku Feng actually was a little bit difficult. Ku Feng as an enemy was pretty hard, and a lot of members of my team were taking pretty good chunks of damage. These names, the names of these gangs are pretty cool. I think they're nice, immersive, being that we're in China. Okay, so I don't have to bring a Decker, but one might be useful. Actually, a Decker is absolutely going to be useful anytime you go into a corporation. They just have computer systems everywhere. So I plant this data in the visitor records system and the camera systems. Have to steal the prototype laser weapon. Oh, okay. I can sell the weapon if I want, or keep it. Duncan might be able to use it, whatever it is. This is a lot of detail for this mission. Okay, so I have a basement escape route. Except it's heavily alarmed. Okay, cool. Looks like in this case, if I want to shoot my way in, I can. He doesn't care if I'm loud or quiet. This is perfect. And the reason it's perfect is because my particular character is not a talker. So I do have to move fast. And there may be other Shadowrunners. This sounds like a lot of fun. I think it would be cool if I ever faced against another Shadowrunner team. Because I don't think I've been able to do that in this series of games. There are times when, like, at least in Shadowrun lore, where you have multiple teams aiming for the same target item, and sometimes they do come into conflict. So that'll be really cool. I think I've got pay data, except, oh yeah, post that on the BBS. Repulse Bay construction plans. Somebody will make use of that. Let's check out the forums. Man, there's so much. Top shelf sublet available immediately. Verse Smack is probably another instance of the poetry slam. This is by Harbor Rat. The top shelf of the maintenance closet. Temple Street Night Market. Somebody else is talking about their own offer. It's in the Walled City on the outer edge. A second ceiling hook. Wow, really? The other guy was really drawn in by that second ceiling hook. Or the whole thing was just a troll. Can't get a flight to Seattle. This is by Hangfire. I keep forgetting, like, the timestamps might actually matter and line up in some cases. Seattle's on lockdown. Radiological alarms. Yeah, I believe that a little bit more. Add a rail. A Goblin Rock Band. It's by D-Ray. Want to trade eyes, will take anything. There's a bunch of looking for Decker threads. Deckers are, I guess they're pretty in demand. Typhoon stalled offshore. Here's something about Sang, and we're about to go up against them. This is by the Chromed Accountant. I actually just saw that movie, The Accountant, not too long ago. I liked it a lot. You guys don't really believe Sang is gonna be replaced. Oh, there's a trip video of her. Or maybe not her. Yeah, that's her. Blue shift. This was on the 16th. Trauma Hound. Anything else that looks particularly interesting to me? Maybe Yellow Lotus on the rise. Without tripping over one of their blue lanterns. Camellia. Red poles and straw sandals. Spy Crimson Comet on the 17th. And this is somebody that is implying that they're a part of the Yellow Lotus. Bulgari. Apparently Pi claims to be very experienced in this. Alright, I'm done on the BBS for now. I actually been meaning to talk to Gobbet for a little while. I haven't talked to her lately. I'll probably go have myself a dream or a nightmare. And I still haven't talked to Isabel about her memories. I'll start with Gobbet and then I'll talk to Isabel. Oyster. Yeah, sure, why not? Chances are I'm not gonna get sick. Oh yeah, she did say she would teach me to be a better runner. Gobbet wasn't on the last mission with us, but she might still make a comment. Okay, fine. So I can be pretty sure that if they weren't on the mission, they won't comment. It's pretty immersive because it also kind of makes adds a little bit of replay value, because if you take different people on the missions, you'll get different opinions of what they thought. Yeah, it's better than some of the places in the Barrens. Yeah, it's definitely handy having a mob boss on our side. But I do know what you mean. She's all business. Oh, I can rename the ship. Yeah, let's call it the Kraken. Oh, I get to change my mind about the name of the boat. Alright. He was part of a team in Hong Kong. Occasional moonlighting for another group based out of Macau. I don't know what moonlighting is, but I'm sure I'll look it up in a little while. Like 12 years old. Right, she could have destroyed me. They're doing a hit on a tower, trip multiplex stash apartment complex. So they were supposed to break into one of the apartments. The story was that an ex of hers, of the client, a guy named Boggs, lived there. Make it look like a robbery. Yeah, it really doesn't sound like a Shadowrunner type of job. Sibilance. It had to go in quiet because it had a panic system wired directly into the Hong Kong police. Soundproofing. Kick and breaks door when the movie got loud. I mean, that actually doesn't sound like a bad plan. Okay, so Sibilance is a woman with cyber legs. Really strong cyber legs. Apparently she liked kicking things. Don't tell me she kicked the door too hard. Oh, don't tell me the guy was right next to the door. So everything but the door. Ah. Yep, he was right under the door. Alright, payday smashed. Temporary teammates are still looking stupid. Cops are coming. She's standing by the kitchen. What would I have done in her place? Sibilance created the situation. She was a temporary. Cut and run. Damage control. Look for blackmail to protect yourself from the soon-to-be angry client. What's improvising? How can you improvise a situation like that? You kick down a door and kill a guy underneath it. What would you get from the kitchen to cause that? In reality, I wouldn't have this much time to think, so all of this is just terrible. It's kind of a case study. I don't even know how many. I think it might have been 4 or 5. I think it was about 4 people in this group, including Gobbet. I really don't think 4 people against cops is a good deal. But I'm really more of a team player though. It's just in the Shadowrun world that can get you killed a lot. If you're in a situation and you don't have any allegiance, you probably shouldn't pretend like it matters. Like you do have allegiance. And she was subcontracting. I have a feeling none of these are the wrong answers. Well, considering she lived, yeah, I'd probably cut and run. The first thing that popped into your head. First answer you come up with is almost always the best one you're gonna have, so just roll with it. Yep, just act. There's a concept called, what is that called? Choice? Yeah, choice paralysis. You have so many choices, and you end up paralyzed just trying to make the right choice. And then your paralysis ends up ruining all of your choices because you took too long. She was standing by the kitchen. She could have cut and run. She looked like any other street kid, could have blended in. She decided to stay and help the team. Ah, so she started a fire. That was pretty smart. So she did actually improvise in the kitchen and helped her team in a sense. The rest of the group didn't listen. What? They were arguing. Yeah, I mean, I do agree the run turned out well in a sense for her because she's alive and not in jail or dead. That's funny. She got cookies in a blanket and ended up dating one of the firemen. Go with your guts. Yep, no arguing, no hand wringing, just do it. That was a good story. But actually, I do want to check and see. She never saw him leave the building. They didn't get evacuated with her. She hasn't heard from him since. Yeah, actually, I'm wondering, did any of that actually happen? Artistic license. Alright, cool. So Gobbet's my unofficial mentor. I guess I can call her official. She supposedly has been running longer than me. Even though they didn't really give me the chance to carve that out for myself. Carve out my experience for myself. Are you still processing those memories on the Wall City? Actually, what do you think about the last run? Nobody on Shadowlands would believe her. Yeah, he could have planted evidence rather than blackmailing the guy. Yeah, I actually thought the same thing. Like, in a way, he's friends with Ma. He's just basically their rivals. Yeah, I did let her stick around. How you holding up? What's up with the memories? Yeah, and honestly, I'm kind of tired of, usually I let people clam up at first, and then after a little while, I'm like, okay, you gotta tell me something. Nah, I can't suggest that. This first this first option is the closest to what I really want to say. Getting rid of your memories is a very difficult thing, and not very. It can seem beneficial. I guess this is the only question. Gobbet let her out. I get to joke about her age at every single turn. That's it? I can't ask anything else? Fine. It's scripted so that I can only ask her a little bit at a time. That's fair enough. I was actually hoping to talk with her for a little bit longer. So now I think I've got some karma. Yeah, I got 5 karma to use. I also think it's time for a dream. And I'll probably talk to Duncan next time. To be honest, I've got 3 health items and I never use them. I'll swap out a med kit for a grenade. This is 1 AP. This is 1 AP. That also makes people easier to hit. I might even sell that concussion grenade. I'm just never gonna want it in comparison to a flashbang. Alright kids, it's time for a bedtime story. I can't remember exactly what they're about, except yearning sensation, emptiness in my gut and my chest, head is throbbing. That was a pretty uninteresting dream. But maybe I can go talk to, what's her name? Crafty. And see if she has any news for me related to this dream business. That sucks that, what's his name again? Oh man, I can't remember his name. But the talismonger from the other time. Something half dream. I'll remember it later. Alright, so she's getting a little disorganized. A little more disorganized. She was apparently under a pile of blankets and books. Up every night reading. Yeah, why don't you take a break? Yes, please don't work yourself to death. That's what I'm guilty of. In case you weren't aware, I'm currently working full time and I've got 4 classes. So that's what I'm going through right now. Luckily though, I've actually mastered it pretty well. The classes I planned them to all be easy classes, and only one of them ended up being hard. Table is a glass display full of medicinal ingredients. Yeah, what's in there? An exorcism and the Yama Kings. I kind of remember. Tell me about the exorcism. We'll go in order. Okay, it was a place of concentrated chi. Yeah, and I do know somebody that mentioned the same arch. Taoist exorcism. Wow, that's crazy. That situation forever changed her life. Yeah, only what I've heard here and there. Let's just get a recap. The demons of the walled city. So there were 3 that her mom knew of: Lam Vi, Fumang, and Chanya. Each Yama King is associated with negative energy. Lam Vi. I'm gonna say that's V. Lam V feeds from cowards, Fumang from guilty, Chanya from slaves. And her handwriting declined. Rules. So they have to adhere to terms of a deal. That's kind of cool, so I can periodically come in and get little tidbits of her magical research. I don't think there's anything in here I can really interact with. Alright, I guess I'll talk to these guys one more time. And then I'll stop at the shop and upgrade my character. Maybe buy something depending on what's there. Perhaps not there. I just think it's so funny that Lao is like the youngest one there, but he sounds like the oldest for whatever reason. Oh, they got worse. Sure, I don't care about you finishing your game. Darker and violent. Yeah, what you been staring at me for? He must have seen me in his dream. The shadows that follow me are getting closer. So the dreams are probably also acting as some kind of foreshadowing device. I forget what's over here. Oh, nothing. Alright, so I want to go see Spider Shan and I'll probably go sell that concussion grenade. And I might pick up another drug. I haven't had a need for them yet. And I'm kind of mad I just skipped that little intro. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Definitely heard that story more than once. Alright, let me see if you have a new hand-to-hand or unarmed weapon. Nope, just the punch and dagger. I guess I'll be using that for a while. Still only has the ninja suit. Now I could buy Counter-Strike, but it's honestly not that useful. He doesn't have anything new that I want. But I can get rid of this concussion grenade. And I'll keep everything else. If I ever need some money, I might get rid of this manifest too. It's just not... It's not very good. Most of the time, my base damage is gonna do more than the armor penetration anyway. At least as I scale further into the game. Alright. See what I want to do with my karma, if anything. Easy natural choice is just to put it in unarmed. That'll give me more critical hit chance, which is basically more damage per hit on average. And it'll give me this rip armor ability, which does an AP damage, and that is pretty significant because I could do this with my Spike Fist and do bleeding and AP. And this might actually be the last ability that I take, because it's so much. 6, 7, 8, that's 15, 21. 21 karma to reach disarm. And while it does increase your critical hit chance, there's like a certain threshold where you just have enough, and it's better to put points in the accuracy or something else. So yeah, I can't put points into anything else useful except maybe quickness and dodge. But I'm gonna wait for quickness and dodge until I start really taking hits. Because I think that with my chi casting and my martial defense, which miraculously costs 0 AP to use, that's beautiful. I think that'll be enough to keep me pretty well protected. I probably don't need to invest any more in the quickness and dodge. So I'll just go up one more and unarmed. Alright, so we do have a mission with this Ares facility. I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I wonder if I can oh, it says Kraken now. Nice. Beautiful. Cool. Yeah, that's a little nice touch. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next time.